What's going on YouTube? Welcome to Build Brothers Gaming, your source for the #1 My Player builds in NBA 2K. Today we have the Dennis Rodman build. Now, I know what you're thinking. When you look at the position, it is at point guard. The best way to make the Dennis Rodman build in this year's game is at the point guard. Just hear me out. First off, we're going to start out with going to the all defensive pie chart, the pure red pie chart. Dennis Rodman was known for one thing and one thing only, and that was playing defense at a high level. He could guard the point guard through the center with ease. Now, a little bit more about Dennis before we get going. Of course, Dennis Rodman played for the Bad Boys Detroit Pistons in the late 80s, and the San Antonio Spurs in the early 90s, and of course, he's most famous for playing for Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls in the middle to the late 90s. Dennis earned all NBA first team defense 7 times. He was the NBA Defensive Player of the Year award winner twice, and led the league in rebounds per game for 7 consecutive seasons in a row. Of course, and he has a 5-time champion. Now, Dennis was also only 6'7" to 6'8", depending on what site you use to look up his height. Which is how we're going to make this build. We're going to make it the 6'8" point guard. Now, of course, Dennis was known for his strength and athleticism, but in this game, of course, it is a video game, speed rules all. So we're going to go with the pure speed and acceleration pie chart for this one. Of course, you ain't going to get Dennis's strength like he had in real life, but this is a video game. Of course, to start out with, we're going to max out all the defensive attributes to give us 30 defensive badges. Dennis was known for his defense, and of course, if you're going to make a pure anything in this game, you need to have 30 badges to make it worth your while. Then we're going to go and max out the ball handling and pass accuracy, and we're going to max everything in slashing besides the post hook. Of course, Dennis was not known for his ball handling, but he was a good passer. Now, Dennis could have handled the ball a little bit, but he played on the team with Michael Jordan. Of course, Mike and Scottie Pippen handled the ball majority of the time. Dennis was the role player on offense, but he was the star player on defense. Now, we're going to make the build 6'8", of course, which is the best way to make it, and it's most resemblance of Dennis Rodman. Of course, it's going to bring down your speed and your acceleration and your vertical a little bit. But to make up from the athleticism that we lost by making him 6'8", we are going to minimize the weight. Of course, by maxing the arms, it's going to give us the most slashing and defensive boost we can get. Now, of course, you look, this build cannot shoot. Dennis Rodman cannot shoot in real life very well. But he was an elite around the basket. Especially this build can dunk and is more athletic around the rim than Dennis was in real life. But the defense is pretty much on par with what he was in real life. Of course, this is a video game. You're going to want the extra finishing and to be able to get contact dunks in this game. The Takeover is really a personal choice. I chose to lock Takeover because this is what the build is meant to do, and you're going to get the two-way finisher as your build. The shades of Ben Simmons, Penny Hardaway, and Malcolm Brogdon. Now, it's going to say those three because this build is made at the point guard. But Ben Simmons, Penny Hardaway, and Malcolm Brogdon, all besides Ben Simmons, Penny and Malcolm can both shoot, and all three of them are pretty good ball handlers, where this build does not have the ball handle like these other players do. Now for the finishing badges. We went with gold contact, fancy footwork, fast break finisher, Surly, and lob city finisher. Now, this build is meant to play the 3/4. It is not meant to actually run the point guard with online. Especially at the 4, where it has below average ball handle for a point guard, if it was to have to play point guard. This build playing the 4 is going to have a higher ball handle than almost any other 4 build besides the, of course, the pure playmaking 4. So you can take the ball off the rebound and take it coast to coast. Of course, that's where fast break finisher is going to help you out. Contact finisher, of course, is the best finishing badge in the game. We can only get it on gold because we don't have finishing in our build, we have defense. Fancy footwork, of course, you cannot dunk on everybody in this game all the time. Fancy is going to help you with hop steps and other layup gathers. Clearly, it's going to give you the animations to avoid defenders at the rim. And lob city finisher, this build, like I said, excels at getting out in the fast break. You can toss it up to your guard, and of course, he can throw it back to you for a lob. Of course, in this game, lobs are the easiest way to score at the rim, especially in fast break. But lobs can also be easy ways to score with backdoor cuts in the half-court game. Now for the shooting. Of course, this build can't shoot. We chose ice and veins to help you knock down free throws in the clutch, because there's nothing worse than getting a rebound and you immediately getting fouled. You getting a bonus, and then you're going to brick 2 free throws. Nobody wants to get hack-a-shacked online, because more often than not, you can cost your team games by not making free throws. And we, of course, did not upgrade the free throw on this build, so ice and veins should be able to make up for that somewhat. Now for the playmaking badges. Of course, quick first step is the best playmaking badge in the game. There's no reason not to run quick first step unless you're some kind of center build or something like that. We also have floor general and dimer. Of course, those are point guard builds and ball handler builds. Floor general is going to help the rest of your teammates, give a +3 to all their offensive attributes. And dimer, if you get hit on a cut, you can of course kick it out to shooters, or if you're starting to get double teamed, give your shooters a boost. Of course, this build is not meant to be the main ball handler, but dimer and floor general is also going to help your teammates out, and it's never a bad idea to give your teammates a boost, especially when in this game where shooting is so difficult. Now for the defensive badges. Of course, this build is the one of, if not the best defending builds in the game. It can guard every position, either above average to excellent. We went with Hall of Fame brick wall, chase down artist, clamps, heart crusher, pickpocket, rim protector, and rebound chaser with silver interceptor. Of course, brick wall is going to help you get your guards open by you using screens. Chase down artist, of course, is going to help you get chase down blocks. Clamps, with this build, it can guard point guards, it can guard centers. Clamps is going to help you guard your pure playmakers or your shot creating playmakers. Any build that is any good at dribbling, this build is going to be able to clamp it up. Of course, it is 6'8" too, so you're going to have the size advantage as well. Heart crusher, especially on Hall of Fame, if you get steals or highlight plays on defense, you can make people instantly go cold, which, of course, in this game, if you make a shooter go cold, it is extremely difficult for them to make a shot at all. Interceptor is going to help you deny the ball from even getting to your man in the first place. Pickpocket is going to help you get bump steals and strips in the half-court game. Rim protector. This build is designed to guard every position. Rim protector is going to help you meet centers and slashers at the rim. Of course, with this build being 6'8" with long arms, you should have no trouble contesting shots at the rim. And rebound chaser is going to help you chase down the long rebounds, and it'll help you get rebounds in general. Of course, Dennis Rodman was known for his rebounding. Now, I can also see you switching these badges up. You could put, say, box and defensive leader or pogo stick. Of course, Dennis Rodman was known for having the quickest second jump. Worm, of course, Dennis Rodman's nickname was the Worm for his ability to wiggle around defenders. Really, the defensive badges, where there's so many of them, you can mix and match these however you see fit. There is 30 of them. So really, it's up to a personal choice. There's really no wrong answer with all of these badges. Well, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy what we're doing here and like to see more, please like and subscribe. It really does help us out. And of course, check out some of the other videos we have done. If you have a build you would like us to check out, or your own personal build you'd like us to look at, please comment down below what it is, and we'll do our best to do it for you. Until next time, folks, let's keep grinding and getting better together.